Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. I am Aliffa Amzelina Risty Lubis. Today I'm going to explain about errors in pronouncing English phoneme ch sound for my phonetic and phonology midterm test. The purpose of this research are to find out about the similarity between ch sound and sh sound. Next, to find out about how to pronounce ch sound. And the last is to find out about the error in pronouncing ch sound. Here I'm going to talk about the explanation of ch sound, the similarity between ch sound and sh sound, and the last is words with sh sound. English language is very complex language. English has a long history before being an international language. Many improvements in English, not only from the words, but also the pronunciation and phonemes too. Today, I will explain the error in pronouncing the ch sound for some Indonesians. Learning English is considered difficult by some Indonesians, not only because of the grammar in the writing, but also the pronunciation of the words. This is the reason why some Indonesians are lazy to learn it. Some phonemes sound in English are indeed quite difficult for some Indonesians. For example, is the ch sound. Ch sound can be found in ch pronunciation. Ch pronunciation is like C and H or TCH. Some Indonesians consider the pronunciation of ch is hard because they are not used to the sound of it. It sounds like C but with H. Instead of pronouncing ch, some Indonesians pronounce it as che. Ch sound is similar to sh sound. Sh is pronounced like S and H. You can find sh sound in the pronunciation of a word precious. Now wonder why it is hard for Indonesian. Not only because the sound of ch and sh is similar to each other, but also ch sound is voiceless palato-alveolar. According to some sources, its place of articulation is palato-alveolar, that is domed, partially palatalized, postalveolar, which means it is articulated with the blade of the tongue behind the alveolar ridge and the front of the tongue bunched up at the palate. To produce this sound, your tongue should touch the tooth ridge to stop air. Then move your tongue behind the tooth ridge to release air. This sound is produced with no voice from the throat. There are some words with ch sound. First, with initial ch in front of the words. For examples, change, charge, cheap, check, cheese, chew, and choose. Next, in the middle position. For examples, achieve, kitchen, future, picture, purchase, and teacher. And the last with final ch in the end of the word. For example, catch, each, lunch, much, pitch, research, and etc. Now I reach the summary of this topic. Ch sound is similar to sh sound. The sound of ch is palato-alveolar. To produce this sound, your tongue should touch the tooth ridge to stop air. Then move your tongue behind the tooth ridge to release air. This sound is produced with no voice from the throat. Errors in pronouncing ch sound for some Indonesian are caused by the differences between English and Indonesian phonemes. I think that's all from me. I'm sorry if I made some mistake. Finally, I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone.